guys, I'm Nicole Aguinaldo. And I'm Nessa Javier. And this is the Blended Space Podcast. This is a podcast that talks about third culture kids and how they can share their stories to others. So let's get this started. The topic for today is Mingling with the Universe. So hello, welcome to the second episode of the Blended Space Podcast. So for this episode, we're going to be talking about the topic of mingling with the universe. We will be talking about what it means to be able to live in a multicultural community and how it felt like going back to their home countries and what the pros and cons are of being a TCK living abroad and living back in their home country.
So for the day, we have Cher as a guest. Thank you for being here. So can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Cher, I'm 21 and I grew up in Dubai. I lived there for about 7 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I only came back here recently.
Okay, so I know you're from Dubai, and I know in Dubai there's a lot of cultures. You meet a lot of people with different cultures. It's a very diverse community. So can you tell us what does it mean to be able to live in a multicultural community?
Okay, so living in in a multicultural community, it means that you get to interact with a lot of people and that you get to know a lot of cultures. So it's not just one singular culture that you get to know. Like I guess that's what's different from me and some people who, a person I know who lived in Indonesia, so she had to like learn only the Indonesian culture as well. But me, I had to learn about like the British culture and then the Indian culture, the Pakistani, Filipino, even Chinese, and then Africans, and then of course the Arabic culture. So I guess that gave me a really big background on different people, and yeah, that's a great experience.
So what have you learned from those experiences in living in that kind of community?
Okay, so living in that kind of community, of course, since I've mentioned that there are a lot of cultures and a lot of nationalities that you have to interact with, of course, that the learning and the learning to adapt to those it comes with it. So parang okay, so I've learned to adjust to the people that I meet. I've learned to although I think that's kind of playing into stereotypes, but like it's really important that you know that okay, this type of mannerism offends this type of people. So yeah, I think I was able to learn a lot about other people's culture and then how to adjust to them. Yeah.
So did that help you grow as a person or as a TCK when you came back here as a TCK? Did that help? Did those experiences help you?
Of course, yes. Because since you learn how to interact with different people, that includes people who you've never met and types of people who you've never met. Because the baseline for that kind of learning is that you're careful around people and that you mince your thoughts and words until you have like a solid ground as to how to talk to them. So I think that way, yeah, it kind of helped me. So I was able to talk to people more and without like thinking whether I stepped out of line or something.
That's true. So going back, do you still remember what it felt like to go back to your home country?
Oh,
from the Middle East.
Yeah, because okay, living when I was in Dubai, a lot of the I guess things that we know about the Philippines is based on like the short visits that we have
And news.
collectively. Yeah. Like us as a class, like we would talk. Oh, this is what we did when we went to vacation. And then like the things that our teachers tell us because they go home more. And then going back here, like I was so excited, and then I guess like 1 week into it, I was already so pressured because I didn't know how to commute. I didn't know how like. I didn't know like how much stuff costs because like okay, like I would go into 7-Eleven giving them like 1,000 and then they wouldn't have like the change to give back to me, and that's bad. Like okay, now I know that I have to bring change all the time because like what if I also like a big part of learning is that I had to understand and accept that there's a lot of crime in the Philippines. So that I don't know, I keep a lot of spare change in my bags, in my wallets, in my pockets.
It's like different parts of
Yeah,
your
oh
body.
my god, so that you don't, even if like everything goes bad, you still have money to
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so
That
yeah.
was one of my culture shocks when I came back here because money in Dubai, it's like 5 dirhams, 10 dirhams,
Yeah.
20, 50. And there it's only one coin, like 1 dirham. But here in the Philippines, there are a lot,
So many
25
coins.
centavos, 20 pesos, so many coins. So
yeah.
yeah, at the end of the day, I don't use those coins.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, do you know any pros and cons living abroad?
Okay, so one big problem of me living in Dubai is that it's just really comfortable. Everything is accessible. You wanna eat something nice? Okay, let's go to the nearest mall, which is like 5 minutes away from my house. And then you want some ice cream. There's literally a grocery in my
Like
building.
downstairs.
Yeah. And
Uh,
and then there's aircon everywhere, and then like everyone has cars,
Yeah.
so you can easily get around. And then even the public transport is really comfortable.
easy.
Yeah. It's
it comes from like a more like privileged like outlook,
yeah.
but like for us it was like so
Yeah,
normal.
It's
yeah,
so
it was
normal.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when we came here, it's like very a culture shock.
Yeah. And in Dubai, everything is scheduled.
Yeah.
So you can schedule your day even to like the weirdest time. Like sometimes I
money.
would say I'll go out at 9:32
Yeah.
and reach the bus stop
Yeah,
at 9:35.
exactly.
So you can schedule your life like that, which you can't do here in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
also
because-
money,
and
also
predictable.
Yeah.
Yung pera, predictable din siya in Dubai. Like,
Yeah.
in a day, you can like predict how much you're gonna spend.
Yeah.
But here, you have to bring extra money just in case something happens.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
and sometimes like if you ride a tricycle here, they ask for more if they
Yeah.
know that you don't know the
Oo.
place. So they ask. I literally got asked for like 120 going from
Mahal.
National Museum to the just across the street.
Mahal.
So like okay, that's something that a lot of people do here in the Philippines. But yeah, that's true in Dubai. When it comes to money, if you bring like just 100 dirhams, 100 dirhams is all that you spend in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can predict what you buy in 100 dirhams.
Yeah.
already.
And then, especially the transportation here, because you buy your safety. For example, like you book a Grab because
That's
it's
true.
more safe here.
Yeah.
It's more safe to
Yeah.
ride a Grab than to ride a Jeep or a tricycle. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So what about the pros and cons living in your home country as a TCK?
Okay. So of course, one of the pros in living here in the Philippines as a third culture kid is that I get in touch with my culture or my culture, and I can claim it as my own because
Yeah.
living in Dubai, I didn't have my own culture.
Yeah.
I
I were like an alien there.
Oh, yeah.
But like
I
it's
felt
also
so-
home. It's
Yeah.
but like I don't know, it feels weird.
yeah, and it's home, but it's
Not
not
really.
really. Yeah, but here you have a claim to the thing. Even the jeepneys, if you meet like a foreigner outside, you say, "Oh yeah, that's part of our culture."
Yeah.
Yeah, you claim it as your own, and that's I guess one of the things is that learning about your own culture or I guess your parents' culture, it's really important because it's part of who you are. And with cons, I think there's a lot of cons.
We can list
Oh,
them.
yeah. Because I had again, this is like about transport, but like I had a recent experience where I live in Katipunan and then I had to go to around Quezon Avenue. So that's like
Okay.
near. I think if you walk for 30 minutes, you'll reach it. Or I guess an hour. But I tried commuting the first day and I literally left at 7 and got there at 9.
Oh.
So the next day I booked like an angkas, like a motorcycle that you book. And I got there within like 15 minutes. So imagine like the amount of like energy that you spend.
That's true.
Yeah, and then actually spend the same amount of money also because I don't know, we had to like transfer to a lot of like types of transportation around. So I guess it's one of like the biggest cons for like living here is that you really get to compare how comfortable life in Dubai is and then how uncomfortable life in the
Yeah,
Philippines
that's
is.
you just have to get used to it too.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you have to really like put your mind into commuting is like a chore here.
I also have like one thing to add like about commuting here is that unlike in the UAE we have RTA where everything is connected.
Yeah.
Like with one card you can like use it for the train, for the bus, ano ba
Yeah.
ba? Even for like
taxi,
buying.
you can taxi and then the parking meters.
Yeah, parking meters and even like in grocery stores in the place.
It's all under the same
Yeah.
like
You just have to
and
top up it.
yeah.
Hindi katulad dito sa Philippines where the transportation companies are like iba-iba.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like you have to use this for this, you have to use for that for that. Iba-iba siya eh.
Okay, speaking of that, Philippines, like the trains here in the Philippines, like diba, they have like an RTA card, like a null card that you can tap, and then they launched one for e-jeeps. And then,
Yeah.
and that's a different card, so you have to
Yeah.
have like two big
Yeah,
cards for
exactly.
different purposes. So that's just
Such a hassle.
it's such a hassle. Okay, so I guess I want to come back to like one of the things we talked about earlier about like scheduling time because I tend to overschedule myself. I work 2 part-time jobs right now and then I study full-time and I'm doing my thesis also. And I guess a big part of my life is traveling around and making sure that things follow because in one of the jobs that I have to go and interview people. So it's basically I'm a field interviewer, and even if like the job has already been asked or communicated with the heads of the companies that I will have to interview, I still have to go through the process of like explaining everything to everyone. Whereas in Dubai, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Here in the Philippines, things take a lot of time for everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you do here takes a lot of time. And you can't do like multiple chores in a day. You go to get like a government document.
Yeah. It
And
takes
you
the whole day.
You spend like 3 days for
exactly.
it. You come back multiple times just to get the clearance for something that you never even had in the first place. So I guess that's one of the things that I hated because back in Dubai when I would process my documents, it takes literally half a day.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I would later on in the day, like I can even go back to school.
Yeah, I
and
actually
stuff.
have a story about that too. Like recently, di ba may national ID na tayo?
Yeah.
I think I got my national ID. We applied for it around December or January, like few months ago. Until now, hindi pa din namin nare-receive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna receive it because I know people who applied for it like 2020 and they haven't received their IDs.
But I know people who already have it though. That's so weird.
Exactly.
And also here in the Philippines, they have a lot of
Idea. And like in
yeah.
UAE.
In
where it's
UAE,
like,
there's
isa
only
lang.
one. It's just the Emirates ID,
Yeah,
and you
Emirates
can use it for like
And
everything.
Emirates ID or driver's license, either way.
Yeah.
That's the only identification card you need. Unlike here, may postal.
Yeah.
It's so weird because in order for you to get a government ID, you need a government ID.
Yeah.
So
what
what's
do you-
up with that?
Like,
What's
you
the
need to-
point? It's the government IDs, but the thing is, you don't have the other government IDs. That's why you're taking that one.
Exactly. Like if you apply for a passport, they're gonna tell you, you need 2 government IDs po. Oh, this is the first one that I will apply for. I only have my school ID and my birth certificate. And they're gonna say, okay, you get postal ID, that's easier. Like, why? What's the need? I won't have to post anything.
Postal ID.
We're basically trash talking.
Oh, yeah.
We're so sorry, Philippines.
So,
But yeah. That's it for the questions. And now we will be moving on to the icebreakers. So, sure, we're going to be playing Would You Rather?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to start with the first one. Would you rather eat the shawarma in the UAE or the shawarmas that we have here?
No question. Of course, we have shawarma. Shawarma here is like, I'm not even sure what meat it is.
It's
Exactly.
not even shawarma.
Even
It's
the
not
bread
even
is-
meat. It's,
even
and
the
it's
bread
not
is-
even. Yeah,
It's
everything's
different. Everything
different.
they have. Well, the onions. I don't like the onions part of it. Like the ones here in the Philippines, it's also sweeter. They
Yeah.
have cheese.
They say garlic. It's
Oh,
not
it's not garlic. It's not garlic. It's
And
weird.
the cheese is not really cheese.
It's overall like very.
It's overall, it's very different.
Overall,
Yeah.
it's not really
sweet.
shawarma.
Yeah. And like
It's
konti
just
lang
not
yung meat.
authentic shawarma.
Oh yeah, it's not.
It's so
I'm
weird.
not
It's so
even sure what it
different.
is.
I think it's special in their own way. Like
Yeah.
it's unique.
catered to
Yeah,
Filipinos,
it's catered to
definitely.
Filipinos.
Actually, I don't like talking about it a lot because like I get branded. Oh, that's a person.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like the only stereotype they have on us. So like I'm not gonna play into it.
I have friends who goes like, whenever I talk about shawarma, yun, sasabihin nila sa akin, yun na naman si Nessie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yun na naman yung shawarma niya.
So I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna give them that benefit.
So next, would you rather choose the dry Middle Eastern weather versus the humid Philippine weather?
Actually, I'm gonna choose the humid.
Really?
Because like I don't know, like the heat and the in Dubai, it's just looks so painful.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And then here, at least it's a little windy.
The thing is, here is
It's a little wet. Yeah, it's sticky.
It's
So you have to
sticky.
like shower a lot.
yeah.
So, but I don't know, cause like humid weathers tend to give a lot of like pretty sunlight.
Mm.
So, yes, yeah, I like taking pictures of cute sunlights.
Yeah, true. Because like in Dubai, like the weather, it like goes up to 40,
40, 45,
40,
yeah,
45 degrees, and like yung sun, ang sakit niya sa
Yeah.
skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, nasusunod talaga yung skin mo.
So everywhere in Dubai is
It's easy
all
though.
air
Yeah.
conditioned.
Yeah.
Everything's air conditioned.
The next one is, would you rather live the city life back in Dubai, or would you live your current life here in the Philippines?
I'm gonna choose my current life for the reason that at night in Dubai, it's so pretty. Yeah, you have like this.
It's safe.
You have the skylights and everything, but the nighttime is just the nighttime. But here, the nighttime is like endless. You don't know, like in the next street, something is happening.
Yeah.
And your friends are like drinking in one place, you can go there. You're craving for something nice, you can get
Yeah.
it from anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I love
agree.
this. I love the nightlight of the Philippines.
I
So
agree.
yeah, that's something that it's one of the most romanticized things that I have.
Personally, I also would choose like my current life here in the Philippines. Even though I'm not the type of person who goes to parties a lot, I think like na-bored na ako sa
Yeah,
nightlife in
exactly.
Dubai. Because everything is the same.
Exactly.
It's like you eat out, pretty night like skyline, go to the mall.
Yeah.
Everything is
Yeah.
the same. So like unlike
That's it
here,
every day.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
unlike here, you go out, you do something different. Like you go out with your friends, with your family. It's everything. Every time, it's always different.
Yeah, because in Dubai, it felt a lot. That's why I wanted to go back here. It felt really stagnant. Like you did a lot, but like at the end of the day, what?
Yeah,
But here, you at
expensive.
least when you go home at night and you're feeling a little dizzy or you're feeling a little confused with what happened,
Yeah.
at least you're happy and like you're contented with what you did the whole day. So
True.
Yeah.
I
For some
choose it
reason,
over
I
anything.
feel more productive here in the
Oh
Philippines.
yeah, because
Me
commuting
too.
is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next.
Would you rather choose the deserts in the UAE and then the Middle East, or the beaches here in the Philippines?
Beaches, no problem.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Because
I
the
mean,
beaches-
true.
Oh my God, I've gone to Kamaya. I've gone to the beaches of Batangas. I've gone to Pangasinan and I've gone to Boracay. No comparison.
I mean, yeah. That's
Also,
beautiful.
there are beaches in Dubai, but
It's-
it's just a beach.
Yeah.
It's kind
But
of
here,
like
the beach.
ano lang siya, parang
It's in the middle of a city.
Oh my God.
So it doesn't feel so natural.
Yeah.
I guess it felt like the beaches in Dubai. It felt like Miami.
Yeah.
it's like
And then the
they
beaches
made it too
here-
luxurious.
The beaches
Yeah.
here feels like Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I went to Boracay. I love the culture. I love everything there. I want to go back. So no question.
I feel like the
Also, what are you
beaches
gonna
in
do in
Dubai,
the desert?
it's so
Yeah.
weird. Beaches in Dubai are like La Mer, for example.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it's too expensive, first of
Yeah.
all. Hindi ka
Yeah.
nakakapag-relax with your family. Unlike back then, before
It's
La
not
Mer,
relaxing.
before
Yeah.
La Mer existed, it was just a plain beach where you could enjoy with your family.
Yeah. I mean, the main beaches
Yeah.
you go to is either Mamzar or
Yeah,
the
Mamzar.
Jumeirah Beach Resort.
Yeah.
So, and then there's a lot of like creepy dudes there. And
Yeah.
honestly,
They literally have a band.
there's literally police going around
Yeah.
looking for guys wearing pants because why would you
And
be
like
wearing
with
pants?
cameras.
Yeah. So I would
It's different here.
creepy guys.
Exactly. The last one is would you rather choose over the winters of the UAE or the ano yung isa? The rainy season of the Philippines?
Okay, for that, I'm gonna choose the winters of Dubai because the winters of Dubai calls for like a whole outfit change.
That's
A
true.
whole
Yeah,
wardrobe
That's
change.
true.
Literally, yeah, you need to take out all of your winter clothes from under the bed and then replace all of your summer clothes because
It
just
gets
you
although
need it.
although it's not that
It's not that cold.
It's not, but it's cold enough.
It
cold
goes
enough.
below 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's cold enough. Plus,
Yeah.
like, it's not like
it's just like Baguio weather.
Tapos hindi
Yeah.
siya hassle na yung basa-basa, like
Yeah.
humid or
yeah,
anything.
it
It gets foggy. That's the only thing.
in the day, it's like just perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect to go to the beach like
Oh,
during
yeah.
winter. Alamig.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like walking by the beach.
Yeah.
At that
Like in
time.
Jumeirah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all for
that's
the
all for today.
icebreakers, and that's the end of the second episode. Thank you so much, Cher.
Thank you so much, also.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, of course.
So yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thank you.
Bye.